something very interesting that you just reminded me of in saying that is when I'm looking at when I'm giving people content creation tips for short form video, something that, and I should have mentioned this earlier, in addition to movement, there absolutely is a psychological effect you want to reach for in terms of the colors you're using and also the music you're using. So
Mm.
I absolutely do think music, color, and movement do play an effect in gathering that person's attention or really communicating your message. And something I will say, it doesn't answer your question on movement, but something that I will add that you reminded me of is, TikTok, a huge part of TikTok is that music. It started as Musical.ly, right, which was a music-based platform for lip syncing and stuff. And now it is more people can sync any of these music tracks to the background. When I described my breakout viral video, I mentioned and how I created it. I mentioned how I looked for that perfect hip hop track to go along with the background. And I honestly think the success of that video, and it's at I think 13 million views now, so it continued to do really well after that first 24 hours. But the success of that video is almost entirely because of how the music supported the visual content, right? So
Yeah.
an example I bring up to people when I'm advising them on how to make better content for video is I say, okay, let's pretend we have a video clip. It could be anything, right? Someone, it could be someone just dancing in their living room or whatnot, or walking down, let's say walking down a busy street, right? If you think about like the Joker movie, which came out in the past year, there's that iconic scene where he's like walking down the street and he's walking down the stairs. But
Mm.
take any scene like that and change the music track, right? If it's a rock and roll music track versus a classical music track, right? The
Yeah.
way the music genre that is chosen is entirely going to affect the viewer experience,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that is absolutely something that we have to factor in. And you want to think about your message and what you're trying to communicate and how music can support that or help it or deliver it more effectively.